So this is a story of how one of my most favorite people in the world came to get married. And also my brother was there. Totally kidding.
1, 2, 3, funk it.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you
For some backstory, this is my brother Joas, and this is his wife Mary, and this is how they came to be together, or how she became
Harrison.
to his,
Thank you, Bailey.
you know.
It's just about like, it doesn't have to be super detailed, just about like 1 minute long. Give me the backstory of the relationship.
Okay, the backstory of me and Mary is we got introduced through a mutual friend, and we were both kind of skeptical for the longest time, and we finally gave in, decided to go on a date, and the rest is history. Here we are 6 years later, and getting ready to tie the knot.
What are you the most nervous about?
Thing I'm most nervous about is just like fumbling my words. But yeah, and I'm nervous about how I'm going to react when I first see Mary.
Are there going to be tears?
No.
No?
There may be a little bit of dust in the air.
Yeah.
So how did you know that it was Mary you were going to propose to?
I'd have to say it's only after a couple times hanging out with her, I was like, gosh, this woman is perfection. Type of woman that I've been dreaming of probably since like freshman year of high school. And yeah, she's a dream come true.
So cute. Wow. All right, so we're a little under an hour. How do you feel?
I've calmed down now, but I have my inhaler on deck just in case I need to take a hit of that.
Yeah. So you're still just the most nervous about the reciting?
Yes.
Yeah.
The reciting and everybody looking at me, so that's still the main concern.
Well, we're all going to be looking at you.
Mom!
Thank you, Karen.
What are you the most excited about in the reception?
I was excited about the reception. I'd say the pulled pork
Yeah.
and the fried pies,
Yeah.
but most importantly, doing a TikTok.
Oh!
It's all over.
Guess I want to just jump right on in. First of all, how you guys feeling?
Yeah, feeling really good. Everything went really smooth. The honeymoon was great.
How was the proposal? Can you tell us that story?
Okay, so it was early 2019, and I finally decided, there's no sense in to keep dragging my feet, and yeah, I went and picked out the ring, and got back later that night, and she gets off work, and she's just taking it easy, relaxing. She sits on the sofa, gets her feet kicked up, and she was on her phone or something. So earlier I had hid the ring in the bookshelf. I was like, I think this is going to be a good staging area. I don't know why I thought that. So she's posting a picture of her dog. I open it, I bring it like this, and I wait a couple seconds, and she like looks up at me like off her phone, and the look was just like utter shock, like her jaw hit the ground, and she was like, "Are you serious? This can't be real. This can't be real." I was like, "I'm dead serious. Look at this ring."
Couldn't understand what was happening. I thought it was some sort of sick joke, but it wasn't a sick joke, so I actually got that.
Will you run us through the original plan for the wedding?
So originally we were planning, which we still got married at our church, but the original plans, our ceremony was going to be at Main Street Christian Church, and our reception was going to be right after at the Root Building on the Rush County Fairgrounds. We were going to have a guest list of 350 people. But of course the quarantine immediately changed that. We were lucky enough that we were able to have 50 on our guest list, which was family and a few of our best friends. We still had our ceremony, thankfully, at our church. Our pastor, Chip, still married us. And the reception was held at Joas's parents' house, and it was perfect.
But yeah, so we had a plan B in place pretty early, and as the coronavirus got more and more serious, we were like, wow, we're gonna have to really go with plan B. And so, honestly, it turned out to be great how it was. We missed our friends, obviously, that couldn't be there, but we're so blessed to be able to still get married and have our closest friends and family there.
What was your biggest fear about the change in plans?
My biggest fear, it wasn't so much regarding the wedding. I was supposed to have 6 bridesmaids, and only 2 of them I was still able to have in the wedding. It was my sister, who's my maid of honor, and then my best friend, who was my matron of honor. And the hardest thing that I had to deal with was telling my other 4 bridesmaids, my very close friends, that they couldn't unfortunately be a part of my day.
Okay, go ahead.
What did you guys think when Joas first introduced you to Mary?
I was a big fan. I was out on the road at the time when him and Mary first met, and he kept talking about how cool she was and this and that. And the first time I met her was at Rosenfeld's mom and dad's garage. I got back for a weekend, and it was her and Emily Larash, and we all went out there. B. Cole was out there, and Garrett, and we all had a good time, and she was a lot of fun.
Yeah, what do you think?
I thought she was great.
Yeah?
The moment I met her, actually, I knew her in school beforehand and been since.
Mm-hmm.
So when they met each other, he told me he really liked her, and I thought it was a match made in heaven from the beginning, man.
Are you guys nervous about anything today?
No, not really. It's not my
I'll be
dad.
honest with you, I'm a little nervous. He got married last year,
Yeah.
and then now he got married. And
Oh, so
we're
you're...
like the best friends, so it's
Okay.
like, things are
Wolfpack.
changing. Things are changing for the better.
Yeah.
Feel like you're gonna trip down the stairs?
No, I'm too corny to trip down the stairs.
You might want to knock on some wood after that statement.
I'm not worried about it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, my shoe is broken.
Jesus Christ.
Junk.
Behind the scenes, baby.
Let's stop stalling, shall we?
I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I go black and blue. I go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. Nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love. To make you feel my love.
What was your biggest fear about the change in plans?
We had booked 4 different vacations, 3 of which had been like to Mexico to go to different resorts or whatever, and then one was to Montana, and then the 5th one actually ended up happening. We decided to get an Airbnb in Florida and just drive ourselves down there, and we had a really nice time. So yeah, the biggest fear was not being able to go on our honeymoon. We were still able to go, thank goodness. So.
Are you guys having, or we do honeymoon when things open back?
We have a lot of revenge vacations.
Right. No, as you should.
Yeah.
As
yeah.
you should.
So.
Is there anything you were low-key thankful about? Dean?
So what was the question again? yeah, well, right before like I walked out of the church, and even though I knew it was just going to be our family and like closest friends, like I got so incredibly nervous. I can't imagine what it would have been like if all of our 350 guests would have been there. So,
and another thing was how much money that we ended up saving with without the DJ. We didn't have the bartender. We just saved a lot of money, which was also another stress relief.
Yeah, that was,
Why you didn't have a DJ?
Oh, well, that's true. That is very true.
Well, we had a very discounted DJ.
All right.
Speaking of a party.
Mr. Worldwide to infinity. You know the roof on fire. We go boogie, oogie, oogie, jiggle, wiggle, and dance like the roof on fire. We go drink drinks and take shots until we fall out like the roof on fire. Now, baby, get my booty naked, take off all your clothes and light the roof on fire. Tell her, baby, 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 I'm on fire. I tell her, baby, 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 I'm a fireball. Running the game. Now big bang boogie, get that kitty little noogie in a nice little shave. I gave Susie a little pat up on the booty and she turned around and said, walk this way. I was born in a plane. Mama said that every word was on my name. I'm the best you've ever had. If you think I'm burning out, I never am. I'm on fire. Fireball.
Is there anything you guys wish you could redo or relive?
I wish, which this would be kind of impossible because now I realize one of my biggest fears is being in front of people, but I wish I could relive like the night before the wedding and leading up to the ceremony that morning in a state of excitement. I was excited, but I think I was more fearful of people being eyes on me. So I wish I could relive that day with relief and just stress-free and not being horrified of eyes being on me.
The part I would have to say I would like to relive is, I know this is going to sound really corny, but just like the wedding ceremony, the whole thing, like, so she popped through the door and like melted my heart. And then like it seemed like everything just went so fast.
Yeah.
And honestly, that was my favorite part of everything. And so like of course I would like to relive that. But
I did really enjoy the energy like around the house, like the week
Yes.
leading up to it. Everyone was very excited.
Yeah.
What do you want the most for this video? Like, what do you want to portray about your relationship or remember about it?
Me personally, I mean, I would just like to remember like our emotions like in the moment, kind of, and then have something for like our grandkids and our kids to kind of look back and talk about how good grandma looked, back in the day.
Back in the day.
You're gonna lose it.
No. I mean, still, but
Yeah.
gosh, I'm digging myself a hole here. But no, just something, for our family, to look back on.
What's the thing you want to remember most about that day?
What I want to remember most about that day is the ceremony itself. It was going by so fast, and we were so in the moment, I can't remember everything that Chip was saying.
So, Mary, how is it to be a nep?
To be a nep is just very exciting. I mean, I'm one of, gosh, how many are in the family now? Siblings and spouses.
13.
So I'm now one of 13. That's including siblings and their spouses. And it's just so amazing. Everybody is so welcoming, which they have been for 6 years of me being a part of the family, not officially. But everybody's always reaching out, wanting to help. It's just, there's just so much love in the Nutt family. It's really nice.
All right, Joyce, more metaphorically, how is it to be a Laird?
Honestly, I mean, it's a huge honor to be a part of the Laird family. I mean, I grew up with what is your second cousin's?
Third would be Nolan. Yeah.
Third would be Nolan. Okay, yeah. Grew up playing ball with her third cousin, and you know, they had always been so great to me. And then Mary's family is just honestly incredible. I mean, they're such nice, incredible folks, and yeah, it's an honor to be a part of it.
All right, so closing thoughts. Anything at all? What comes to mind? Is there anyone in specific you want to say anything to?
There's a lot of people I would like to thank. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my beautiful wife here for being such a trooper through this whole process. Honestly, I mean, it was super stressful, but having her as a teammate was just incredible. And then to both of our families, but mine in specific, obviously my mom Carol, she let us, you know, use her place, and then my dad for, you know, organizing, you know, the hoisting of the flag, the flyover, you know, doing his part to set up the parade for us. And then I'd like to give a big thank you to the wedding party, her bridesmaids and my groomsmen. They were awesome. Shro and Mitch, really appreciate them, everything that they did, their kind words, and their best man speech. And then last but not least, Carrie, our videographer, who is doing an incredible job, and we hope that we're the first of many video productions, or one of the first.
But you will always be the
masterpieces.
OGs.
Yeah.
I would obviously, first and foremost, like to thank Joyce, my best friend, and now my husband. And I'd like to thank Carol, of course, like he said, for allowing us to have our reception here and just being such a big help. The Hirschbergers for the delicious food at the reception. That was amazing.
That was amazing.
Casey, who made our cake, that was also delicious. Lemon blueberry. So good.
It was awesome.
I'd like to thank Carrie again, not only our videographer and DJ, but also ended up really being like our wedding planner. She structured the whole day, and honestly, without her, the day would not have been so smooth.
You're gassing me up too much. My head's gonna get big. You see this mullet? There's no control.
Our photographer, Nicole, she was incredible, and she just made everything so easy and just felt so fluent and just normal. And yeah, like you said, our bridal party, they're all amazing. They made the day so much fun. And then our parents, just for loving us and getting us here to this day, or that day, May 30th.
Yeah.
What do you want to see in married life?
You go first.
Sure. In our future, I cannot wait to have little Nutt babies. Hopefully that's in the near future. And just continue to grow. Our relationship has come so far over our 6 years, and it's just so exciting to imagine where we'll be 10 years, 20 years from now. Dean, come here.
Is that? Are you serious?
That's serious.
Baby!
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Baby.
The dust is really bad here today.
Sorry, I should have cleaned up before you got here. That's on me.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Oh.
It's really funny because I've always been the emotional person out of us two. And I don't know what it is, but I've kept the tears in check during this whole thing. We've completely switched roles.
Yeah. That's what married life's doing to me, right? Yeah. So my hope for the future would just be, to continue building on our relationship. I mean, the past 6 years have been nothing short of incredible. I can imagine, when we look back on our life, like, Catherine is my best friend, obviously, and we have such a good time together. And building a family, hopefully that's in the near future for us. But just going through life and, keeping the faith and being true to each other. And yeah, that's my biggest hope. And yeah.
Yeah.
To make you